The city hums softly below. Outside, Tokyo moves with its usual rhythm. Trains gliding, footsteps echoing, neon lights flickering through the dusk. But here, high above the street, time feels slower. Inside this tiny Tokyo apartment, autumn has quietly arrived. You slide open the narrow glass door, and the world changes. The air feels warm, wrapped in the faint scent of cedar and freshly brewed tea. Soft, golden light spills across wooden floors. A single candle flickers beside the window, and somewhere in the corner, jazz hums softly through a small speaker. This is not a grand apartment. It's less than 20 square meters. But somehow, it feels infinite, not because of size but because of care. Every object, every texture, every shadow feels placed with intention. The living area is small, but open. A single tatami mat near the window, a low table made from reclaimed wood, and 2 linen floor cushions in muted brown tones. The table is decorated simply. A small vase with dried pampas grass, a tiny pumpkin, and a ceramic bowl filled with roasted chestnuts. Nothing feels excessive. Every piece feels like it belongs. The walls are painted in soft ivory. They catch the warm light from the late afternoon sun, creating a calm, honey-colored glow. Near the window, thin linen curtains move gently with the breeze. The world outside seems distant. Only faint sounds of city life filter in, like whispers from another world. This tiny Tokyo apartment shows that autumn doesn't have to be loud. It doesn't need bold colors or cluttered displays. Instead, it invites warmth through texture, through scent, through quiet. The owner, a young designer named Aiko, built her home around the idea of the Japanese concept of negative space. She believes that emptiness isn't absence but potential. In autumn, she says, I don't decorate to fill space. I decorate to honor it. As she moves through the room, you notice her touches everywhere. A folded wool blanket rests neatly on the sofa. A small basket holds a few books, poetry, architecture, and a recipe notebook. Above the kitchen counter hangs a single dried flower garland, made from local maple leaves and eucalyptus. It's subtle, elegant, and perfectly imperfect. The kitchen itself is no larger than a hallway. A small counter, a stainless steel sink, and a single induction stove. Yet everything functions beautifully. Wooden shelves hold carefully stacked dishes, each one different, collected from local flea markets. Above, a teapot simmers slowly, releasing the scent of cinnamon and black tea. You realize something important. In a tiny Tokyo apartment, autumn isn't about decoration, it's about feeling. On one corner of the counter sits a candle made from soy wax, infused with hinoki, Japanese cypress. Its light dances across the tiles, soft and amber, casting moving shadows on the wall. The atmosphere feels alive, like the apartment itself is breathing. Aiko believes that light is the most powerful form of decor. When the light is right, she says, you don't need much else. You move to the window, where a small wooden stool holds a teacup beside an open book. The city lights below begin to shimmer as the sun dips lower. From this height, the buildings look like waves, their rooftops painted in shades of gray and gold. Aiko calls this her favorite view. Tokyo in autumn light, she says, is the most peaceful chaos you'll ever see. As night falls, the apartment transforms. Warm light glows from a paper lamp in the corner. The scent of incense drifts softly through the air, sandalwood and clove. The space feels sacred, not in a religious sense, but in a deeply human one. Every flicker of light, every soft sound, feels intentional, as if the apartment knows how to comfort you. There's something poetic about autumn in a small space. Outside, the season is vast, parks filled with color, skies changing with every hour. But inside, autumn becomes intimate. You can feel it in the cool touch of the floor under your feet. You can taste it in the tea. You can see it in the reflection of candlelight on a glass window. As Aiko sets the table for dinner, she brings out a single bowl of pumpkin soup and a slice of freshly baked bread. Simple, nourishing, humble. I like when food matches the room, she says with a smile. Warm, soft, and quiet. Later, she places a few new decorations, a small ceramic ghost hand-painted in white, beside a tiny ginkgo leaf she found on her walk. That's all. No plastic, no clutter, just a moment of playfulness balanced with calm. Japanese autumn celebrations aren't about extravagance. They're about appreciation, for nature, for change, for light. This home embodies that. The sound of rain begins, soft at first, then steady. The raindrops tap against the metal balcony rail, echoing faintly. Aiko slides open the door slightly to let in the cool air. The smell of rain mixes with candle smoke, filling the room with a scent that feels ancient and new all at once. You take a deep breath and realize, this is what cozy truly means. It's not about warmth alone, but about stillness. The comfort of knowing that everything is exactly where it should be. As the night grows darker, Aiko dims the lamp, leaving only the candlelight. The soft glow paints the walls in gentle waves of amber. The sound of Tokyo fades, replaced by the rhythm of rain. She sits near the window sipping tea, watching the city lights blur through the water droplets. In a city this big, she says quietly, small spaces teach you how to feel again. You watch as the apartment becomes one with the night, a single glowing heartbeat amid the vast cityscape. Every inch of this home tells a story. That beauty doesn't need space, it needs intention. In the world outside, Tokyo continues to move, bright and busy. But here, inside this tiny apartment, time stands still. The candle flickers once more, the tea grows cool, and the rain keeps falling, steady, rhythmic, and endless.